Views expressed here are not supported by and do not reflect those of the Evening Rush Network. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Welcome, everybody. You are back with the thoughts of a man. Give yourself a round of applause for being here.
That's right. Ho, and it's Christmas.
Yes. Merry Christmas, everybody. I am your host, Shaka, a.k.a. Mayhem, a.k.a. G Reaper, a.k.a. I don't care what you call me as long as you call me the best. And I am here with my highly intelligent, highly blessed and favorite co-host. Please introduce yourselves.
Brooklyn Fats.
You already know what it is, man. It's your boy Don. Man.
You know me by BK Fats in the building, but you can call me Brooklyn forever. So what's popping, Shaka? What good with you?
I'm chilling, man. How you guys enjoying your Christmas?
Oh man, Christmas is lovely, man. Only thing I say, God bless me again to live to see his birthday. Amen.
That is a fact.
Motherfucking humbug.
Bruh, I'm on that type of time too. I gotta put up this front. I gotta put up this front for my little man to act like I enjoy going broke this time of year. And he's having.
We're in the same boat, bro.
He in there
Everybody
having a time
is
of
like
life.
that, man. Everybody is like that. This is the best season you're gonna go broke, because you know you got to get the misses, the moms, and everybody else. And God rest their soul to whoever moms that's living, and they get to enjoy their folks and have a very jolly time.
Yeah, everybody get to enjoy their time except the man, because he have to finance everything.
Well,
and then these motherfuckers come back with a pair of socks.
At least you got some socks. I ain't get that, but it's all good. With me, I don't even look for anything.
I was being gracious. I ain't get shit either. I was being gracious when I said a pair of socks.
But you do get things, even though it's not material. But life,
that's what I was gonna say. Like
it's the biggest Christmas present you can ever get.
Yeah, I don't stress that type of shit. Like me, I don't personally stress the gifts and all of that. You know, buy me a bottle, I'm happy. Give me $1, I'm good. Like,
oh, you know what? I don't stress getting presents either. I do stress the bills at the end of the month though, because I just had to spend all my money to put smiles on y'all ungrateful ass faces.
But you know what? Even though we say that, but Christmas is every day. Christmas is every day. Because we are present every day.
Tell that to a homeless person.
Why would I tell that to a homeless person? I'm just speaking in general.
I want to shout out to the fact that tomorrow, and I want everybody to know, December 26th, we got the mandate that everybody that's working has to get the vaccine. So shout out to them all.
Man, that's messed up, man. Y'all should have been had that vaccination, man.
And
Stop playing.
You're applauding. Hold on, you're applauding. You're pro-vaccine.
No, I'm applauding that a lot of people are going to be living in their goddamn cars.
Man, listen, man, y'all should have been got that. This ain't shit to play with. We keeping it.
So y'all are both vaccinated.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, definitely.
Why? What you waiting on, man?
Honestly, I'm afraid.
Why?
What are you afraid?
You been a guinea pig from day one. So what the heck? You been a guinea pig from day one. So what the heck?
That definitely would persuade me to go get it, just because you told me. Guinea pig
that is a fact. We're definitely all guinea pigs, but I'm afraid because I don't know, man. It's the same general argument. Like the vaccine just came out really, really fast. I've had situations where
technology.
Technology. Listen,
okay. Let me ask you this.
Listen to the time of where we are, where technology pretty much runs the world.
The world.
Okay, and that's a beautiful thing. Why can't they cure the common cold?
No.
I'm
gonna break this down too.
I got one for that, right?
Go ahead.
When you take the flu shot, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
if you take the flu shot. But when you take the flu shot, you are not cured from the flu.
You're not cured from none of this.
All it is that if you do get the flu, you don't get it that bad. So the same thing goes with this vaccine. If you get the vaccine, it's basically if you get COVID, you're protected to a point where you're not gonna die. Or let me not even say you're not supposed to get it as bad as you would have if you weren't protected. That's all it is, bro.
Okay, let me break this down to you. Let me break this down to you and share this with you. Okay. Our body have antibodies within the inside. All it do is boost the antibodies to fight off the germs and the diseases that we catch. Because technically, you cannot cure a cold. Because if all the mucus is what basically break down all the infections, respiratory infections that you get in your body. And once you take all the mucus out of your body, you have nothing to fight off. It kills the antibodies and everything. So you have nothing actually to fight off a common cold or any colds, period.
Well, I'm not scientifically inclined, and I'm only going by things. I'm admitting my ignorance on the situation. First of all, let me start by saying,
okay,
I'm not anti-vaxxed. I'm not fully knowledgeable on the vax that to make an educated decision. But Dr. Sabi, for whatever his credentials is, says that mucus is the cause for everything.
Yeah,
for everything that goes wrong in your body. But you're saying
that's
that
your respiratory system.
But you're saying that the mucus is the safe haven.
What I'm saying to you basically is you can't remove all the mucus out of your body. Because you remove all the mucus out of your body. What's gonna fight off the germs?
Hey, look, listen. You talking to a brother with a GED, so I don't know how.
I got everything. One too. What that mean?
What I'm saying is, I don't know.
Okay, when you get a cold, for instance, and you start coughing, sneezing, and your nose constantly.
Listen, fam. Vicks, Vicks, ginger ale, and you put some goddamn onions under your socks, man, like Big Mama used to do it.
Okay, again, now ain't that secure? and don't that cure it? It gets rid of it. Am I correct? But then it get rid of it for that moment. But then when that moment is up, you get sick again.
Well, listen.
Are we talking about with the cold or COVID?
With the cold. So it's just like anything else.
Nah, man, my cold. I mean, when I was doing that, when I was younger and I would catch colds, Mama did that, and my cold went away. So if you calling my mama a liar, you owe me 5 minutes.
What I'm saying to you basically is any given time it can't come back. So basically what the moral of the story is this. It's not going to go away. It's just going to fight it off. That's all. It's just going to keep it where you stay clear of it.
Well, I have the same concerns. I have the same concerns. I have the same concerns that everybody else has, but I mean, the speed in which that it came out, basically. How the government hasn't been favorable to Black and brown people when it comes to we're basically a social experiment. Like there's like on the website, it's like a disclaimer when you take the vaccine, like if something goes wrong, you can't sue them. Shit like that.
How long have we been guinea pigs?
Hold on. This is the end of all right here. Because we've just been told. These are things that we've just been told.
How long are we gonna be a guinea pig?
What is it? Amaricon or Amarion?
Babracone.
Whatever.
He who remains.
We all gonna get that motherfucker.
Babracone.
And you have a choice. Either you get vaccinated and survive, or you die. So that's it. So at the end of the day,
well, listen,
whoever's
I'm
not
not.
vaccinated,
I don't argue.
Whoever's not vaccinated is gonna get sick. And listen, for me, I'm gonna be like,
You sound like
feel
y'all
bad.
niggas sound like y'all sound like a Christian congregation.
No,
but
but if you don't give
your life to if you don't give your life to Christ, you going to hell. You don't give
they spoke about this in the Bible. They talked about the plague.
Oh
Everybody who read the Bible knew about the plague.
God.
They knew about the plague. It's no mystery. It's just we on Earth and being chemical experiments. That's it. I'm done with that.
We should turn that to a segment. Should turn that to a segment.
That's it.
So anyway, man,
random thoughts by BK Fats.
Yo, thank everybody for tuning in to Thoughts of a Man podcast. If y'all want to call in, the number's 929-441-2417.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You can check us out each and every Saturday at 8 p.m. And, like I said, this shit is crazy.
But
let's get on what it is.
Listen, hold on. I need to ask, right? Because last episode was our inaugural episode, and just as I suspected, we caught some flack. How'd you guys feel about that?
Go ahead, Trey.
Well, I feel like this, people gonna take shit the way they want to take it. And I mean, you got some of us gonna sugarcoat it and clean it up, and some of us just gonna be raw, straight to the point. And sometimes people can't accept the truth. They don't want to accept the truth. They in denial.
Okay.
They in denial. So what you were saying about the facts of women being called bitches, I mean, it's kind of straight, direct to the point. And see, they at a point, it's okay to use it as a joking term. But when a male call them that, that's fighting words. They want to beat the fuck out of you. They not used to that.
So in other words, we're their oppressors.
You being offensive. Yeah, that's it. You're being offensive.
We are their oppressors, and we've been holding them down for 400 years.
Using one word.
Exactly.
Using one word. The man has tore us down.
Hey, it's just like you.
What I learned from last week's show was pretty much, end of the day, we no matter what we say, they're gonna take that shit offensive.
Of course.
They're gonna take that shit to heart. Their emotions fly. When you use that B word, their emotions fly.
No, they don't. Their emotion don't fly. You struck a nerve. You ain't.
Man, their emotions
fly.
You
struck a nerve.
They
put the emotions out the window. You struck a nerve.
Women's emotions are flying from the moment they wake up in the morning and decide to do some toxic shit that's going to get called them the word and then react to it. Because they create their own storms and then get mad when they get wet. But anyway.
Hey, so damn. That means if they get mad when they get wet, that means when you fucking the shit out of them, they still mad then.
But they probably mad, but they're not going to punish themselves if the dick is good. Well, I would tell them.
What I wanted to talk about since you brought it up.
Yeah, what's that?
I want to get in what I wanted to talk about.
What's that, bro?
I wanted to get into the fact that nowadays toys are having more effect on women than we are.
You know what? Shit. See, I want to talk about that, but man, fuck them toys, man. When you can have a real.
First of all, I'm pro toy, so it's okay.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
I don't mind the toys. I don't
mind
the toys.
All right, my thing is with the toys.
But
like
you
I'm
can
not
play you can play with the real Flash and treat it like a toy.
Exactly. My thing with the toy is no. I'm not gonna say I feel.
The toy is the setup.
I'm not gonna say I feel threatened by the toy, but I don't know how to react to the toy. Like, cause when she's sitting there playing with herself with the toy, and I'm what the fuck am I supposed to do while you doing that? Like, you doing you, mom? Like, what am I supposed to do?
Keep playing with that toy now. Keep playing with that toy.
What am I supposed to do?
Why while I'm putting this man on you. Keep playing with that toy while I'm putting this man on you.
I'm fat. I'm a fat nigga. I can't.
Ah, man, that's a sad ass excuse there.
No. You can. It is a statistical fact. You cannot have a big ass link belly hanging over her fucking stomach while she has one on her clit and the belly in the way. There's no room.
Dude, man.
There's no room.
I don't know. Shit, lift the stomach up and I can still handle my BI. If I'm fat, she fat, I lift her stomach up and she can lift mine up and we can do this together.
Listen, you a chubby chaser? You a chubby chaser?
Shit, I'm slim, bro. But what I'm saying is I got the little pudgy stomach. But what I'm trying to tell you is, shit, I can lift the stomach up and still handle my business.
Listen,
my thing is, I believe in playing with her with the toy. I don't have a problem with the toy.
But the toy ain't gonna get more. The toy ain't gonna get more pussy than me. I ain't even trying to go out like that. At the end of the day,
nah.
I'm trying to.
No, it's not, because you know what? First of all, you want to break her. You want to get into that brain.
Well,
this sex is mental. You want to get into the
general
brain.
Conversation stimulation.
Get into the brain.
Let me get conversation stimulation.
Hold on. Let me get my notebook because I want to learn this shit.
Right, hold on. Again. General conversation stimulation.
I'm not general conversation. What the fuck? She's playing with the dildo. Explain general conversation. Because I'm not going to sit there and ask her how the Nick game was while she's masturbating.
Oh man!
Like, oh god, that goddamn RJ Barrett is killing shit right now, right? Or she's sitting
what
there.
What the hell is he talking about?
You saying general conversation? No, I'm not having. I'm taking it. General conversation that's not a blanket statement.
No. Okay. When I say general conversation I mean to stimulate the mind. To stimulate the mind. I ain't say just sitting there rambling. Oh, hi, hey baby, how did you spend your money today? No, I mean
you have to enlighten me.
Intact with her
while
mind.
you having sex, you have to ask her how she's spending money.
I don't know. I don't know how that worked because I sat there and I watched the woman play with a toy after we. First of all,
okay,
I feel if you have to pull out a toy, I feel inadequate. That's number one. And then second, now I'm sitting there like, wait a minute, like I'm supposed to encourage you to masturbate when you got dick right here?
No, it don't work like that.
How do you do that? How does that work?
It's not.
It's sitting there like,
it don't work like that.
Apart.
That shit feels good in
plays a part in it.
And what's going on?
Because
what's going on?
That shit feel good in your pussy, right? Like, what the fuck?
No, why would you say that? That sounds like some lame white dude talking about, honey, I can't fuck. My dick won't get on hard. Please make my dick get on hard.
What I'm saying is, how do I talk to her while she's using the toy? Am I supposed to be like, yeah, that fake dick is tearing that pussy up, right?
Oh man, okay. You sounded like a special ed white kid.
No, because I wouldn't say that fake dick. I'd say that fake cock if I was a white boy.
Oh no. See, you going over there.
Listen.
That's why I like white women. That's why I like white women. White women be like, give me that cock. That shit kind of turn me on. I ain't gonna lie. White women
you can walk over there to her and say, you know what?
Give me that cock.
No, why you putting that toy on you? Come on and play with this and do a little something. You gotta be sweet. You gotta treat her. You gotta finesse her.
This is what I like, the 3 different opinions of how
you gotta finesse her. I mean, general conversation, you trying to get her to think about.
Again, so hold on. So Dre,
putting you in the mix.
You basically feel, pardon me, facts. You feel that the toy is more adequate than you.
Hell yeah, if she ain't paying me no attention, I want to get in on the party too. It's like we having a party. Shit, you starting the party off and I'm trying to get in on the party and party too. Come on, we trying to make this a party event.
Listen, my ego is shallow. If I feel like that toy is overpowering what I'm doing, I'm leaving.
No. If the toy,
I'm gonna go in the bathroom.
Okay, I'm gonna go over there and say, all right, I'm gonna take the toy, rub it, and say, I got this toy. Now you got the human toy to play with. You rub him up on your clit too.
Nah, I'm cool. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna let you go ahead and have fun with your toy. I'm gonna get myself to the point where I'm ready to go. I'm gonna lean over. I'm gonna bust right on your forehead, and I'm walking the fuck out because you ain't gonna disrespect me like that.
Hey, But you
and
already did. Listen,
and
bro.
then hold on, time out. No, hold on, time out. Because now I'm like I said, y'all gave y'all perspective. Me
Go
personally,
ahead. Go ahead.
I'm gonna enjoy that toy with her. I'm gonna
Ain't
take
nothing
it.
wrong
I'm
with
gonna
that
use
either.
the toy. I'm
But
gonna help her with the whole. I'm gonna help her with that experience, so that at the end of the
so,
day, we did something together. See,
but
the
you having
wheels
a
done got came
party.
down.
You wanted to be a part of the party, brother. You wanted to be a part
Okay,
of the party.
but
But
I'm not intimidated by the toy.
hey, but Shock said he said I'm gonna get myself to a point and then that's it. Man, listen, the toy is he getting the party started and I'm gonna finish the party. That's the
Basically what
purpose.
it
Finish
is.
the party. So
No,
shit.
I'm gonna finish the party with or without her. If
No.
that party, if
No.
if the party that she's having has thrown me out of the room, then I'm gonna get myself to where I need to be. I'm gonna be like, yep,
Long
right
as
here,
you got a
right there.
woman, no. Long as I got a woman, I ain't gonna try to. Ain't no need for me to try to get myself off because she got to get me off. I'm part of the party and the activity. Ain't no need to have the party by yourself.
Listen,
This is a party for two, not just one.
I don't subscribe to that. Like,
well, to each his own, brother.
I don't feel nobody should be intimidated by a toy.
But here's a better question.
For example, they have cock rings. So you're intimidated by the cock ring?
Who the hell?
No, I understand the purpose of a dick ring. I think I do.
What is the purpose of it?
Isn't that to like keep your shit hard or some shit like that? I don't know.
That too, and stop you from coming quick.
Does it?
Yeah, it's supposed to prolong your nut.
I have one, but I've never used it.
I tried it before,
and it stops you from.
It keeps it hard, and it stops it from prolonging from nutting quick.
Oh well, I need to go to the store and get me one of those because I'd be like,
well, you know why?
I tell women, I tell women this. Let me get to this real quick, and I'm gonna let you go. I tell women quick, like, yo, look, listen, you got about a 6 or 7 minute window with me, and you better enjoy it. That's it.
You know what it is with that shit too? I learned the technique about that shit is when you ejaculate that quick,
and that depends on the position.
That means that she ain't already fucked you. She already fucked you mentally. So it's saying that basically you so anxious to get the pussy, when you get it, you ain't even gonna take time out and stroke it. You just gonna bust off soon as you hit it. Soon as the wetness touches the tip of your dick.
Hold on. So
you're too excited.
That means that you can't, because I'm confused, because I last a very long time.
How you confused?
Because I last a long time. I prefer to satisfy her versus me.
But your mind, listen. The tip to that shit is
before me satisfying myself.
No,
so
the tip to it is
that's why I'm like
pleasing a woman. Pleasing a woman. You're not just in it just to get the pussy and just fuck her from behind and nut. You trying to prolong your nut, make sure she get her good. So when you get your nut off, you bust that best nut you ever had. That be a real good nut. Because once you already got her stimulated, she ain't nutted, she ain't felt good, she gonna let you get yours with no problem. Unless she a selfish chick. See, men have always been selfish. Let me get this chick hit it from the back.
No.
Well, okay. What I'm saying is,
thank you.
The whole thing, as us being from little boys to grown men to mature men, we was always taught hit it doggy style. As the nuts bang up against the vagina.
No.
Not you. Listen, not you.
Thank you.
You can tag in. You can come in when I'm finished. What I'm saying is, a woman is so used to a man hitting it doggy style and saying, "Oh, he hitting it doggy style. He busting it down." She not used to a man to make love to her, to suck on her breasts, to fill on her cat, to play with her clat, rub her feet, do all that type of intimacy to get her where she need to be.
Have you dated a woman in the 2000s?
Okay,
I'm not trying to say that to be offensive because nowadays these women be fucking savages.
Because see, the thing is, what I'm telling you is you got to switch it up on them. That's like you meeting a chick, right?
Why would I want to be? Why would I want to switch it up? If I walk into the room with a woman, right? First of all, hold on. Why would I want to do it? Because first of all, women don't even realize that we're sacrificing our fucking life to bring you pleasure. The blood leaves our heart to go wherever it got to go.
Because she don't know no better.
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
We got a foreplay. Meantime, we on rock this whole time, blood circulating from our heart. You got to be in a certain physical condition to ragdoll these motherfuckers the way they want to be ragdoll. Fuck them more rough. You got to control your body weight, her body weight, etc., etc. All this can kill you if you're not in the proper shape. You got to last a long time. Listen, if I walk in the room and she says, nah, no foreplay, just slide inside me, I think it's Groundhog's Day. You know why? Because I ain't got to put in all that work. All I got to do is get straight to the thing. I saved my life.
She said, I saved my life.
I saved. That means I'm not. If I got to take an aspirin before I fuck you, I don't want to fuck you.
But yo, listen, man. I'm not enjoying that. See, the thing is, even if it's 3 minutes, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, the whole thing is to enjoy.
You said 3 minutes.
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy it now. Whatever you do is on you.
I'm not saying.
No,
that
I'm gonna
enjoy
have
good sex. I'm saying,
gonna enjoy
3 seconds, 2 seconds. Come on, man. I feel
I
waste my time.
Well, that's
and that'll have me feeling like, damn, this pussy shit.
I'm gonna get mine. I'm gonna get mine. However you get yours, if you get yours while I'm in it, that's fine. But if you don't,
that's selfish. That's selfish.
No,
yo,
I don't.
Come on, Don.
Listen, let's break this down. And
listen,
Don, you are Mr. self-proclaimed hour-long fucker.
You see what the name say, Don.
I need.
See what the name say, Don.
Listen. I want to know this, right? Let's reverse this, right? If you prepare yourself to have sex with a woman,
okay,
you make her come or squirt within 3 minutes, she'll look at you like you're a god.
Okay,
so why is it?
That sounds about right. That sounds about
now. Reverse. If you make me come in 3 minutes, then how come I'm a sucker? That just means you got some good pussy. You should be. That's how she should feel. Like, yeah, I got that good, right? Hold you shouldn't be looking at me like, nigga, that's all you got. Nah, bitch, you got some good pussy.
I don't know what kind of chick's gonna be looking at you like that.
Nah, because one, you ain't satisfied them. Unless you know you went hand with the mouth beforehand.
What I'm saying is, if we make them come in 3 minutes, they're gonna look at us like we're God. But they don't look at themselves like they're God for making us come in 3 minutes. They look at us like suckers.
Shit, if you make me come that good, yeah. Mm-hmm. I take my applause off to you. I sure appreciate you. I give you a award.
All I'm saying is, listen, you should, ladies, listen, just give me a chance to redeem my stroke. And I may not get you the first time, but eventually, if we have all night, I'll get you there eventually. 5 minutes here, 2 minutes there.
You mean if you don't get her the first time, that means you really wasn't attracted to her. Something about her that's
usually my sex life anyway. Like if I like you, then I'm gonna try to go all out. But if I don't,
there you go. You just
whatever.
tell the truth. You ain't lying on yourself.
I usually tell women this: I'll fuck you all night for 10 minutes. 1 minute here, 2 minutes there, 3 minutes there. And it all lasts 10 minutes through the course of one night.
I ain't telling you nothing. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It just depends on what the flex is. If I'm feeling you, it's gonna be what it's gonna be.
I'm not. Listen,
if I ain't feeling you,
this is the problem.
It's gonna be a lame.
This is the problem. A lot of dudes, a lot of women, they be like, "Oh, I got a 10-inch dick, and I'll fuck you from sun up to sundown." No,
I tell them, say I got a Vienna sausage. Now come on with the tickle.
Listen, I tell you straight up, look, listen, I will fuck you from 2:42 to 2:43 in 45 seconds. Okay.
I say, baby, come get the Vienna.
You leave me alone until 3:00, and then I got you from 3:01 to 3:07.
Now
if you don't want to deal with it,
hold up. On that note, we gotta pay some bills. Shout out to Evening Rush Network, man.
Looking to podcast shows and do not know where to start? The Evening Rush Network can help you with that. Call us at 929-441-2417 or email us at theeveningrushnetwork@gmail.com for dates and prices. We got you for all your podcast needs. The Evening Rush Network. Tune in, subscribe, and share.
What's up, y'all? Your boy Shice, Mr. Talk of the Town, letting you know now the Evening Rush Network now has the app. So catch it on the Google Play and the App Store. And you can catch all your podcasts like The Evening Rush, Let's Talk Crazy, The Queens of NYC, Sex, Love, and Alcohol, Plug, TL Mac Fitness, I Am Nicole Clara, On Everything, and Get Into the Focus, and all in one place at the Evening Rush Network app. That's right. So catch all your favorite shows. What are you waiting for? Download it now.
Peace, everybody. We are back to Thoughts of a Man. Thank you for if you're watching. If you're just joining in, thank you so much. If you've been watching, I hope you're enjoying it. But now we are going to get to the topic of the day. Gangsters, knuckles, and guns. Fellas, what do you think has happened to our generation? Why are so many niggas turning into
around guns?
Why does everything revolve around guns? How come niggas are scared to throw their hands up nowadays? Like, you know, when we were kids, you know, you win a fight, you lose a fight, but you live to fight another day. Why do you think that these guys got to resort to guns whenever there's conflict?
Well,
anybody?
You know what? We're gonna start it off with the gangsters. You know, you have people you have to impress. It's people you impress, and then sometimes people, it's tough when they around a whole bunch of people because they're not fighting for themselves. They're expecting the people to jump in. So that's what makes them gangster. And then, you know, sometimes people think they can talk their way out of fights and keep it off their ass. What's up?
I just lost the whole understanding of what you just said.
Okay, let me rewind.
They're waiting for you to jump them to show.
No, I didn't say that. I said gangsters. Gangsters are people who run with a whole bunch of people. And they talk tough shit, and they can fight, and they got to do this and they got to do that because they mans in them with them.
First of all, ain't no real gangsters out here. All the gangsters died a long time ago.
But how? Tell the people how. How?
What do you mean how?
You a gangster. Gangsters don't die; they only multiply.
Nah.
You've been listening to Tupac a little bit too much.
Gangsters died a long time ago, bro. And
so why people still walking around trying to portray to be gangsters?
There you go. You just said the key thing, portraying to be gangsters. You know what I'm saying? If you ask yourself what makes you gangster, a lot of people don't know. Because first of all, these kids lost touch with realities a long time ago.
And why is that?
These kids rather die and kill somebody before trying to see themselves grow. These kids are going to jail young and thinking that that's the way. That's the best thing they got for their life. Not realizing how you fucking up your life and how you have no future.
But do you think they can't handle society? That's why they do that?
Nah, it ain't even that. These dudes, from what I can tell, they're not presented with a lot of options. I've been locked up before. I mean, I didn't do no long stretch, just maybe a weekend stay here and there. And I talked to one of these dudes, and I was like, yo, like, we talking, like, what you do to get in there, player? I put my hands on the nigga, whatever. And that was my circumstance. Okay. And this dude got caught with drugs. He's like, yeah, you know, I fucked up. Judge talk about next time I get locked up, he gonna send me away for 15. And this is the time I fucked up, but that's all right. This ain't nothing to a boss. So in my mind, I'm like, yo, you don't even know me. Is that the way you? In my mind, I'm not gonna say that shit. I'm like, this is just the way you really feel, or you trying to impress me? Like I couldn't be sure. And then I'm in the tomb, and I'm seeing these dudes. They like around there. They taking the sandwiches. They taking their shoes off. And they making pillows with their shoes and the sandwiches, and they just comfortable, just piss on the floor next to them. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck are wrong with these niggas, man? Like, what has conditioned these motherfuckers to think that this shit is all right? In my mind, I was, I want to go home.
No,
it's the system. Because
I have to disagree with you saying like they don't have no options. Everybody has an option.
Oh yeah, we all do.
Everybody has a choice.
In today's society, there's Uber. There's whatever you can do.
Whenever you have a choice, you have an option.
Some people don't have choices. Nowadays, there's more options.
Have choices.
But in days like
I've been on child support for I don't know how long.
We raise your hand. Give us a round of applause. I have too. Give us a round of applause.
I had an option. I had an option of working off the books and not paying my child support and not taking care of my kids and doing what the fuck I wanted to do. Then I had a choice. I had another option of getting a job, paying my child support, and working to not only take care of my kids, but to better myself.
Right. I mean,
now, in between then, because I had so many kids and the child support was real, I had to do shit I didn't want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But again,
but those were choices I had to make.
But
in order to get where I had to go.
You had a reason to make the decisions that you made.
No,
it was beneficial. No, what we said was beneficial.
But the reason I made the choices is that was just the choice I had to make because
beneficial.
At the end of the day, I had to do what I had to do to survive.
That's
all right, but that goes back to everything that I was saying about people feeling like they didn't have choices. I cannot personally sit there and tell a motherfucker, yo, you can't do this, you shouldn't do this if I'm not prepared to give him a better way out.
Well,
I can't do that.
What we are saying is basically
now what I can do is let this motherfucker know, like, listen, if your shit spills to my corner, we gonna have issues. Go do whatever you doing up the block. But niggas ain't doing that because now that takes us back to our original title because these niggas will kill you for saying that to them nowadays.
Not only that, I mean, you got to realize, listen, when you hustling, the more you heat up them corners, less money coming in.
But I don't necessarily mean tell them to stay away from. When I say corner, because I'm not a dope boy, what I'm saying is keep that shit away from me and mine.
That's understandable, but see, the world we live in is a competitive world. When you get in here and you do things like that, you have to be prepared for the consequences and be prepared for whatever the challenge is going to be. Everybody don't have a thought or a breakdown of how the world or society works. Some people is misinformed. It's like they say, me and him grinding, all three of us grinding. Who is going to grind smart or who is going to grind stupid?
But nobody teaches us this shit when we growing up as kids. All we see, we have an outlet. We see somebody that has a nice car. They say, how can I get that? Nobody tells us that there's an educated way to get it. They teach you the fast way.
But still, at the end of the day, we are still being competitive against one another. You're right. We haven't been taught that, boom, this is the plan. Step 1, 2, 3. This is how you do this. But see, what always look good ain't good when you have no knowledge or understanding of it.
Well, back in the day, the OGs would tell you, "Yo, God, you don't belong here. Get off the block." Niggas don't do that shit now. They be like, "Yo, God, you want to make some money?"
But see, they seen something in you. That's why they told you that. Sometimes people,
I don't want you to see nothing in me if that's the
all
case.
that.
If that's the case, I don't want you to see nothing in me. You know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Don't see nothing in me.
The past me and the new me is two different people. I think a lot differently now. But when I talk to these young kids and I try to educate them, I use my past to explain to them, you know, there's a better way. You
because your past is a part of your future.
I did A, B, C, D because I felt like there was no other way.
But where did it get you?
If I would have not did A, B, C, D, maybe I could have found a different method or a different path to better myself.
Yeah, but you know what?
Thing I tell these kids nowadays.
But did you learn from that? That's the question.
Of course he learned from that shit because he ain't doing what he used to do.
Exactly.
What these young niggas nowadays is that they don't respect OGs. OGs don't. They got these new niggas calling the little niggas the OGs. Yeah. I had that conversation. Remember when we had that conversation with Dutch in the studio that day? Like, I don't give a fuck what you've done, nigga. You gonna have to beat that respect out of me. There's no way I'm calling a young nigga OG. Get the fuck out of here.
See,
you gonna have to beat that respect out of me.
That's called stroking your ego. That's called stroking their ego.
Stroking whose ego?
You stroking these little young dudes' ego. Or you calling him OG for what? What time you put in? What you did that makes you an OG? And then too, if most of the OGs is dead, would you want to be in the graveyard? Why you sitting here want to be bang bang?
They don't think about that shit because young kids think that they're invincible. We all been through that.
Shit.
But this is why they're burying each other more and more.
You got to look at it.
Honestly, I do blame parents nowadays.
Well,
because
you know,
parents, no, I'm gonna tell you why.
Why?
Us as parents are a lot more slacking.
Oh yeah, that's
our mother and father was, because we don't discipline. We're not able to discipline the way our mothers and fathers.
I don't know who told you that lie.
I'm not saying we don't. I just said we're not supposed to.
Listen. Let me tell you something.
You get quick to get arrested.
I wouldn't give a fuck because, like I said, you ain't gonna come in here and put no clothes on his back. You ain't gonna put no clothes on her back.
You're to go to the penitentiary and be away from your children.
Well, look, listen. I remedied this shit. I remedied this shit one way. See, your method is this. I put a picture of Marvin Gaye right next to my son's pillow.
Oh shit, you stupid.
That's what the fuck I do.
No.
When you wake up, the first thing you see is a picture of Marvin Gaye holding with it, and then I'll be like, "You see him? Yeah. Well, his father killed him. Do with that what you will."
Oh damn! See you.
And then I take him to school and say, "Have a nice day, son. I love you."
Well, you can do that, or either just take him down, take him to Rikers Island, and say, "Can he stay here for just a couple hours?"
Say it again.
Take him to the jail system. Say, can y'all babysit him for a couple hours or so?
Well, I mean, my kid is not at the level. I'm not saying that it won't come in the future, but he's a pretty happy kid. He's nothing. He's nothing like the type of kid. His aloofness amazes me. When I was his age, I was running the streets, going to other neighborhoods, hopping trains, and all this other
shit.
Been there,
done that. We all did that.
My son can't even cross the street, so I was like,
"Damn,
I'm not necessarily worried about whatever."
No, it just you got to make sure he stay away from bad influence.
Well, you know what? I believe that we can teach them everything under the sun. They're gonna have their own shared experiences. When they get to the street, it's a culture shock.
Well, you just tell them in the streets. You tell them when he get up some age. You tell him this: whatever you do, expect consequences that comes behind it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's all you got to install in him. And if he understand that, he know exactly what you mean. Because you go out in these streets, Me and Don beefing. All right. Well, you know what? I don't like that nigga Don. I walk up to him, pop him, pop, pop. What are the chances I'm not gonna have a backslash behind that? Huh?
What the fuck is a backslash?
Well, first of all,
tell him, Don, what is that? What is the backslash?
He's saying the word wrong, but the
backlash.
Yeah, backlash.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. The consequences of that is what it is, and that's the same thing. Like I said last week, for every action is a reaction.
Exactly.
And for the consequences for what you do is going to be what it is.
And not all the time. Not all the time.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to.
You never know who is related to who or who has some ties to who. You feel what I'm saying?
I mean, of course, man. But you can't play games with these little kids either. I hate putting this fucking energy out here.
Don't you miss when you were just able to fight, get it over with? Y'all go to the store, buy each other a soda, and that's what it was.
They don't want that.
And that's what it was. They don't want that shit.
They don't want that. They don't want that black eye.
I miss that shit too. And I don't even want to put this energy out here, but I had to like adapt to this mindset that like if I have to fight one of these little niggas, like I would actually have to kill them because I'm not taking my chance. I'm not taking my chances on the backlash. I know what comes after that because they can't take a whooping. So if I get my hands on, and if I have the opportunity to get you out of here, you're going. And that's hard. And that's a hard thing to consider thinking about because at the very surface, these are fucking children.
Children in
and
an
this
adult
is why
world.
I've now adapted the whole listen.
Children in an adult world.
This way, you walk that way. I'm good with the whole. I'll cross the street. You ain't even got to worry about it. That's your side of the block this month.
But see,
I've
why I
gotten
say
to that point, bro, because at the end of the day, I got a family, I got a business.
Now you
got those things I got things that matter. That's more important than.
That's a
you
fact.
putting me in the grave or me putting you in the grave.
But you got to look at it. What they looking at it is like this. I don't have nothing to live for anyway. I ain't gonna be shit. I came from shit, so I ain't gonna be shit. So
and
why should I worry about it?
And these kids
you to want to help that person.
Well,
if
these
he's
kids
feeling that way about himself. How quick are you to sit there and say, "Yo, listen, let me have a conversation."
Well, I mean,
I don't want to hurt you. I don't want you to hurt me. I don't want nobody to come after you. I don't want to have to go after nobody. But what I'm saying is this: how come let's see how we can help each other. Let me see if I can fill out an application for you to get a job, and we start there.
Have you ever tried that actually worked?
People mind frame is closed.
Because it ain't no conversation. When it's go time, it's go time.
I've talked to so many kids nowadays. This is so amazing that I've talked to so many kids nowadays, young cats, who want to be entrepreneurs, who want to do different things with their life. They just don't have those openings.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it starts at home. They don't have
those openings because there you go. They don't have a role model.
But like I said,
where's your role model?
I'm gonna break it down to you. Your father in and out of jail. Your father, he ain't shit. If he ain't in and out of jail, he just fucking this chick, that chick, that chick. He ain't staying with your moms. Okay, that's one. Now your mom, I ain't gonna work on nobody's job because I can get somebody's welfare. That's you got two odds against you.
True. Some people's moms are dead. You know what it is? She's working 2 or 3 jobs and she's never home.
Exactly. Yeah, that plays a part in it. That plays a part in it. So I send him to school. I don't give a fuck. He go to school. I'm not making sure he get an education. He just going to school. Oh, well, I buy him the new Jordans. I buy him the iPhone, iWatch, and all of that. And not considering that he get an education. Well, son, you can be this, you can be that. You ain't got to just be the typical rapper. You ain't got to just be the typical dude who plays sports and all of that. They're not broadening their horizon, so they keeping them in the dark too. So they kind of communicating to society. They they participating with society. Shit ain't easy. Life is not gonna be easy. It's never gonna be somebody gonna hand it to us on a gold platter, because it's not gonna happen. What each parent need to do is sit down, talk to their daughters, talk to their sons, and let them know the world we live in is a very competitive world. You can be anything. You just might have to work a little bit harder than the person who already got it. They're not giving the kids the encouragement and the empowerment, stating that they can do anything they want.
Now, what you're saying is 100% accurate. But how do you take the kid whose parent is telling them that you have to work a little bit harder than everybody else, etc., etc., but then you see your friend down the block, he's 16 years old, and he has a car, and all the girls in the neighborhood like him because he sells whatever he sells. Like, that type of temptation is hard on a young mind.
Yeah,
that temptation is hard on an adult mind.
Yeah, so that's true too.
But that comes with, like I said, that's where your role model come in. Somebody that you're gonna look up to, and somebody that's gonna take the time to talk to you. Ask yourself this: who is your role model? Who is your role model, Shaq?
Now or as a kid?
As a kid.
Oh, when I was a kid, you couldn't tell me I wasn't Fat Tupac.
Well,
hold up.
So Tupac was your role model.
I was fat Tupac. Now I walk around. All these New York streets.
Role model. Be honest with
you, I was walking around all these New York streets going West Coast.
You know what? I was 13 years old. My mom's told me this. My pops was a big drunk.
Hold up. You didn't have a role model.
No, I ain't had no role model. I just learned from the streets.
Model was? I'm gonna tell you the craziest shit in the world. You'll never think who my role model was. My role model was Willie the Wino.
I can believe that.
Okay, I got you.
I can believe that. So much shit, it was crazy.
Yeah,
and I appreciate it, Willie.
Yeah, that's a fact. There was a wino on my block, and he was the reason why I never took a drink. I don't think I had my first. I never had my. I haven't had my first hangover.
Time to talk to Willie.
I didn't have my first hangover till I was 30.
The thing Willie would say was shit like he would just say a bunch of random shit that didn't make sense.
Yeah.
To me at the time it was like, okay, but I thought about what Willie said. You know what I'm saying? Where it'd be like, you know, the good pudding is gonna take your fall. You just gotta know how to swerve in it. Shit like that, yo. Willie said shit like that, but it didn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, when I was your age, I used to touch the tip. But when I got to the riches, man, it just poured down. Shit like that didn't make sense. When you sat down and thought about it, okay. You know what I'm saying? And this is just like, you had to sit down and think about what Willie said, but at the same time, you had to come up with your own conclusion.
You would be an exception to the rule because niggas ain't gonna listen to the drunk on the block. Young niggas are not thinking about an old man's experience because they're gonna see an old washed up nigga.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes
these niggas in the street, these niggas is wondering how to get from today and tomorrow and make it there alive.
That's not today and tomorrow. They living for the day. Tomorrow ain't promised.
Yeah,
they ain't looking at tomorrow. They looking at let me get it for today.
You bump me walking in the street. Listen, I'm shooting you tomorrow.
But see, you gotta understand this.
On the corner, nigga, I don't even remember yesterday because I was smoking weed so goddamn much.
Exactly.
That's what these little niggas do. Smoke tons and tons of weed, don't know shit.
But see, then again, you gotta look at it. When they say guns, they nice to have, but it ain't as easy as it seems.
It ain't yours, is the question.
It ain't easy as it seems. See, the
Where's
thing
all
is,
these guns popping up at?
well, you know,
this is something I need to know.
well, the guns is popping up by the government. The government
So
saying,
the government is handing out guns?
huh?
The government,
course.
where they handing out guns at? I need to go pick up some.
Shit, okay.
'Cause I got the cops on one end telling me
you
turn
hold
these
that
in,
thought.
you get $100.
You
My-
hold that
my-
thought.
The government giving
That don't
it-
My
sound
father-
right. That don't
My
sound
father,
right. Come on.
my father, God bless his
What?
soul, told me that in the 80s in Harlem that they would find boxes of guns just
How?
in vacant lots. Who knows how they bought them?
Why? Why? How?
Listen, this
See,
is
that's the
when
thing. You
this is
gotta
when
always
this is
think.
when crack was out, shit like that, and they
Okay.
would literally find crates of guns inside vacant lots and shit like that.
Why? That's the question. Why and how?
Because they want us to kill each other, bro.
Bam! There you go.
No, they wanted us to kill each other.
And then they telling
Yes.
us,
And now we're doing it.
and
we're doing what they
peep the
want us
other
to do.
shit to it.
Yeah.
They telling y'all fools turning these guns. Your dumb ass go down there and turn these guns in and free and willingly. That's when they gonna lock your ass up. Cause you know they're
Nah,
gonna take a
that's not
picture.
true.
That,
That's not
I ain't putting that past them. You know they got a picture of your dumb ass walking
No,
in
I've
there.
actually seen a lot of people
Okay.
turning their guns over here.
Okay.
Well, not too far from here, from where I live,
Okay.
down the block, right?
Okay.
They have, and they received a money card with $100.
I ain't putting shit past it.
Whoa,
Nigga,
whoa, whoa,
your
whoa,
ass
whoa,
ain't
whoa,
gonna
whoa,
get
whoa,
my
whoa, whoa,
guy
whoa,
to
whoa,
here.
whoa,
Then say,
whoa, whoa,
let
whoa,
me run
whoa,
prints
whoa,
on this
whoa.
gun.
Whoa.
What?
Did you just say they turned in their gun and they got $100?
They turned in a gun. They didn't say it was theirs, of course. They turned in a gun and they got $100 on a
I
money
ain't
card.
fooling with you. Hell no.
No. The cost of a 9mm is like $400.
That is correct.
You mean
Yeah.
to tell me I'm only going to get 25% of my investment?
Yeah.
You know how many lives I
see-
just saved with this fucking
One,
gun? At least give me
no, but you
$350.
gotta
live in the state of
understand.
New York. Let's get
No,
this
no, no,
straight.
no.
One, if
You gotta
you live in
understand.
the state of New York, you're carrying a legal firearm.
That is true too. But see, I'm turning this gun in. God forbid they gonna ask me for my ID. Then they might get a little bit curious.
No, they don't.
Yeah,
They don't.
That's some bullshit.
But you
They
gonna
don't
pay me
ask
more
you
than
that.
Bullshit.
this
That's
They
real
$9mm.
ask
bullshit.
you.
This
They don't ask you no question. You give them the gun. You say, "Listen, I'm turning this in." They give you a money card with $100 on it. Have a good day. That's it.
My
You
name
give
is
me
not that. Whoever doing that, they painted foolish boo boo on their fucking forehead. Cause
I
don't
believe that
believe
too
that.
because they're
I
gonna
don't
test
believe
those
that.
guns. They're gonna test
Exactly.
those guns to see if any homicides is on them. These niggas are
Exactly.
stupid.
I mean, you give your bound to find a homicide or two on it.
And
that
I'm
should
just
help-
saying.
That's going to be a start to help you with your case. But
I
it doesn't mean
understand.
that wherever that person found it, they turned it in just for that buck. So that's why there's no questions asked, and they don't bother you. They just turn in the gun.
Okay, that's hard
Nah,
to
that's
believe.
bullshit because there's cameras in the precinct.
Exactly.
Oh, we don't have a
Listen,
name, but we
bro,
saw this nigga turn this in on June
I'm not
25th.
gonna-
What time he turned it in? Oh, he turned that in at 3:00.
Yep.
Spin the camera back and see, is that the same guy who came in here with that gun at 3:00?
Yep, that's
Anybody
Lamar.
that I've seen turned in weapons, I have not heard any stories like
You
this.
have not heard, but I'm telling you, you have, put it like this, they have a percentage of people must get locked up and must be removed from the communities. I don't give a damn where you at, what state, what county you at. They have a percentage of people that they're gonna lock up, the removed from the area. So shit, they a few of them probably got away with them guns and not got checked up on, but they tagging somebody for them guns. Come on, they gotta tag somebody for the gun. Everything is broken down.
Once again, if you get caught with it, that's a different situation as if you turned it in.
I'm
Now,
just
you
saying.
get caught. You get caught with
Now-
legal firearm because we live in New York. You're not allowed to have a gun. There's no,
Exactly.
It's
So-
so
so-
hard
so-
to
so-
get a permit to get a
They're
gun.
not
check this
giving
out.
you
So
no
check this out.
permits.
So check this out. Let me give you an example, right? They catch me with a gun on the street, right? And I'd be like, yo, I was on my way to the precinct to turn this in. Are they gonna let me go, or are they gonna still arrest me?
Still arrest you.
That's a good question.
Still arrest you.
That's a good question, right?
They're gonna still arrest you because they're gonna say, okay, how long you been holding this gun? How long you found this gun? They're gonna ask you a heap of questions. They just not gonna say give the gun here, because if that's the case, you catch me with a gun here, officer. I just found this.
I found that shit in the.
I found this.
I was about to see if this is yours. I found this in the trash can, officer. I was about to see if it was yours.
There's a difference with you know.
I'm just saying. I'm just throwing this out there.
Off the rip tells me you're lying, motherfucker.
These fucking cops gonna be like, oh yeah.
I'm going to take the gun to the precinct to turn the gun in. Here, officer. I ain't got
that's what I was doing. The fucking officer.
Here the gun.
I mean, the fucking officer gonna be like, oh yeah, you was about to turn it in. Well, why is it loaded?
Or what kind of shit you want?
Nah,
you want to just give me a gun you found.
The officer going
pull me over and give me a gun you found. Huh, Don?
The officer gonna know I'm lying. The officer
you're police. I pull you over. I found this gun. Here you go, officer. I just thought I'd turn it in.
Once again.
Yeah, there's some honorable people like that.
There is a program for you to turn weapons in.
I understand that.
I'm not knocking their program. I don't know how the program goes. I'm just explaining.
What I'm saying to you is this. I find this gun on the side of the curb. Yo, police, yo, officer. Yo, officer. Here. And I put it right in their hands. What's the outcome of that?
Oh, you gonna get shot.
Either get shot or they gonna question me.
I'm going. If I was to turn my gun in, I'm going to the precinct with a lawyer. I'm not walking up to a cop. I'm not walking. I'm not going to a cop.
The program is called Cash for Guns.
I understand that. They got it here.
Listen, can I speak?
Go ahead.
Okay, you can surrender a gun to the New York City Police Department through Cash for Guns program. NYPD offers $200 to anyone who surrenders a gun. The program is a part of an ongoing effort to encourage New Yorkers who own guns to turn them in anonymously. So they're giving you a chance to that. You do not have to identify yourself. You will not be asked any questions.
Okay.
First, call your local police department for instructions on how to participate. So there you go. That answers your question.
Okay, there you go.
So they're not gonna just tell you, yo, walk to the police and walk with the police with a loaded gun and come to the precinct with the loaded gun and point it at us.
I ain't say pointed at him, but I'm just saying.
What they probably tell you to do is unload the weapon. You know, take a zip tie it around the trigger part of it, or put the safety on and tie it around the trigger, or open the chamber and put it in a zip tie around it. So that way, it's secured, and then bring it to them.
What I'm just saying is, yeah, you know, that's understandable. See, you cleared it up. But I'm just saying, you can't tell no random dude, we giving you $200 if you turn in your gun. That shit don't work. To ignorant people, that shit ain't gonna work like that. You gotta specify and be very specific.
I honestly think that it's a grander scheme behind people. They're trying to get people to give up their guns, and there's not enough time in this episode for us to talk about it. So maybe we can rehash it another day. But I definitely think it's some government shit behind it.
Of course, all the time. But see, as we close this out, you fight to live another day. You don't have to be a gangster. You don't have to be a punk or pussy. You just fighting to live to see another day. You don't have to use a gun. You can just use your knuckles. And best man win.
And just get boxed. That's it.
That is it. And with that, my brothers, how would you like to close out? Let's start with you, Fats.
Well, you know, Fats always die hard Brooklyn night. Big up to Brooklyn. Big up to the Gump. And remember, stay strong. Stay strong. Ask questions and understand. Comprehend. Understand. That's my words to y'all today.
How about you, Brother Don?
Thoughts of a man.
All right. Peace to man, woman, and child. Thank you for joining us. You have been watching Thoughts of a Man. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Yeah.
We will be back next Saturday. Peace.
Ho, ho, ho.